is Lake Maria Pauline, a very proud member of the Laudato Si Club of Holy Cross Lakeview Senior Secondary School. As we can see, this is the greenhouse. It was made out of bottles, binding wires and timber. The greenhouse was made to those people who grow their crops, and we made it catering for both seasons. It favors both the wet and the dry season. As we are saying, it has some gaps within the bottles. So when it is sunny weather, these crops will be able to receive enough sunshine. They will not receive excess because of these spaces which we left in these bottles. And when it is the rainy season, of course they will not receive plenty of rain because the gaps are not too big that they will pass a lot of rain. And also during the sun weather, it is able to regulate the temperature in that that sun is going to hit these bottles, then they will begin sweating inside. In that way, it is regulating the temperature which is being received by the plants. As you are seeing some plants inside, and they are growing healthy because of the conditions in this greenhouse. This is just a demonstration, but when you want to grow crops on a big scale, you can make a greenhouse whereby you can enter, care for your crops, water them. Even this one, you can water them. But the one of the large scale, you put a lot of crops whereby you're going to enter, water, prune.
My name is Chitimbo Precious, a member of Laudato Si Youth Initiative Club in Holy Cross Lakeview. This is a project about what is happening to our common home. We came up with this project in order to show the world what is happening in our earth today. As you can see, this side has green pastures, but this side has factories and polluted air, and trees are dry. And this is because of the fumes produced from factories. They mix up with the air and they produce acidic rains which affect the crops. That's why the trees are dry. And also, these factories produce waste products which they pour in the water bodies. And these water bodies contain fish. So these wastes lead to the death of fish. And this side, these people, for them, they don't carry out water pollution or they don't have industries. For them, they use natural things. Like you can see, they have green trees. They carry out farming right here. They have clean water. And so their environment is clean and it has fresh air more than this side. And this project sensitizes people about how we can protect our environment and the bad impacts about factories. Because of the introduction of factories, many wetlands and many forests have been cut in order to put factories. But these people, for them, they conserve the environment and they appreciate it. But since these people want to get money, they construct industries which destroy our environment. And that's why you have cases of a lot of lung diseases like pneumonia, asthma, which are caused because of these gases produced from factories and cars, as you can see.
My name is Suga Clinton, a proud member of Laudato Si at Holy Cross Lakeview. Here we're having aquaponics, or you can call it integrated fish farming. So we have an aquarium here where fish is stored, and we are having our plant section here. So we can transform dry land, for example, this into usable land, and everything here can be restored. For example, water, we can pump water from here into our garden. Then that water is again collected over after being used by the crops. The remaining water is collected over using a bottle, for example. So our project works on this mechanism as you're seeing. So here water is pumped upwards and it dissolves oxygen. So after dissolving oxygen, the fish gets oxygen inside. So that the fish doesn't die in there. Then as water is going inside, it is again pumped into the garden. So our garden gets water and it enriches itself in nutrients. But if the water is excess, it is then collected with this bottle here, as you're seeing here. If it is excess, we can transform this into this, as you're seeing it here. So this is our model. So this is the dry land. Since we are all about green environment, it was dry land, then transformed into green land.
Kubani Joshua Grant, Holy Cross Lakeview. And this, what you're looking at, is a pasture thresher for cutting elephant grass into smaller pieces that can be used to make hay or silage for animals. Yes, we made this. First we started with a manual one and realized it takes a lot of time and it is so hard to operate. So we thought it wise so that we make an electronic one. So it is basically having two parts. In case you're going to a place without electricity, you can connect these things to this and you can use manual. And in case you're having electricity, this is ideal for you. Thing that helps protect the user from danger or from being cut by these two blades you're seeing in here. Yes. So this is how basic, this is what it is here. And to demonstrate how it works, we don't have grass.
For now, we don't have grass, so
Shall use this.
we shall use this.
Faith, a proud member of Laudato Youth Initiative at Holy Cross Lakeview. And as you can see, this is a smart dustbin, and we came up with this project reason being you realize that this current climate change has come due to the poor disposal of rubbish by people, and also they fear to dispose rubbish in the right places due to fear to contact with the dustbins. So we came up with this project, or a smart dustbin that opens and closes automatically without the person getting into contact with it. So this is how it works. You just have to put your hands here. The sensors will detect the waves from your hand, and they'll interpret them, and then the lid will open. Hence you dumping your rubbish without you getting into contact. Well, it uses a battery to supply power because it has software, and therefore it requires power to operate. Solar energy.
Everyone, my name is St.FrancisofAssis, and I am a member of the Laudato Youth Initiative and the Laudato Si Club of Holy Cross Lakeview. I present to you Laudato AI, which is an artificial intelligence model, but basically it deals with it provides climate-based information. So I developed this model with Mukisa Daniel, and what does our model do? Our model provides information regarding climate. For example, what is climate? What are ways of conserving our environment? It answers any question that is related to climate. And another thing we added into our model is a quiz, as you can see. So when this button for quiz is pressed, the quiz section opens, and the user is given 50 seconds to answer these questions, and they see the result at the end of the quiz. This quiz has questions that are climate related, and we did this as a motive or as a way of creating awareness about climate.